Hey, and welcome back to Top 5. On this episode, we will be diving into the MCU once again to determine who the top 5 strongest Avengers are to date. Now, we're taking a few things into consideration here. We're looking at everything each hero brings to the table, as well as their actual mastery of said everything, like how well do they use their power? How many times have they been owned? They could be more powerful than they know, or they could have other issues preventing them from unleashing the full awesomeness of their abilities. Let's dig in. Honorable mention, number 6, Captain America. This was a tough one here, but since we've seen Cap and Iron Man actually square off, with a little Bucky Barnes in the middle, we're giving Steve the edge over Tony for simply doing more with less. Granted, Steve's less is being the one and only successful test subject of Dr. Erskine's super soldier serum, the glamorous goop that countless Marvel villains, and heroes mind you, have tried to replicate over the years. Cap's strength, stamina, leadership, and moral compass, which sometimes points due north at Bucky, presents us with a complete package of pulverizing power and purpose. Steve's heart is like Tony's intellect. Both are each's respective strength, for better or worse. Number 5, Hulk. It's never actually been settled definitively whether Hulk is stronger than Thor, but you could make the argument, given how much of Hulk's power is tied to his rage, that he easily has the potential to be the strongest Avenger in terms of pure muscle and might. It's just that, well, Hulk's a lot. A lot. For Hulk to come out, a bunch of failsafes need to be in place. Not to mention that most recently, Hulk's decided that Hulk no want to come out. He's the strongest team member, but he's also apparently the most fickle. Number 4, Vision. Vision, a being basically born of the Mind Stone itself, with a mixtape of Jarvis thrown in, is comprised of vibranium. He's a heroic hodgepodge of superpowers who can ultimately decimate just about anyone in his path. From invulnerability to destiny's manipulation to firing blasts from Mind Stones stuck in his forehead, Vision's a bastion of battle-ready brutality. However, it feels like we've only scratched the surface with him. Most of the time, he's been bumming around Avengers HQ, trying to sort out who he is as a sentient creature. Vision's journey has been mostly one of exploring humanity, not eviscerating enemies. Number 3, Scarlet Witch. Argument could be made for Wanda Maximoff being the most powerful Avenger. Her abilities, given to her from the Mind Stone, not only allows her to create energy blasts and force fields, but also toss people around with telekinesis. Oh, and by the way, did we mention that she's also a telepath who can manipulate your mind? That's one hell of a special skills section on her resume, and kind of unfair when you consider that her late brother could only run really fast. Now, if only she could not kill a bunch of innocent people inadvertently creating the Sokovia Accords. That would be fantastic. Wanda is a prime example of all-powerful being not being able to wield their power to the max. Number 2, Thor. Thor's had character flaws, family flaws, hair flaws, and an arc that involved him morphing from an arrogant meathead unworthy of wielding his own hammer to a mindful warrior who sacrifices all of Asgard to save his own people. But there's also a reason why more than one MCU film has saved his introduction to the third act fight for last, creating a massive crowd-pleasing moment. Thor's raw Asgardian power, durability, speed, and nifty knack for being able to create game-changing lightning charges out of thin air allow him to soar in from above and completely clear a battlefield. Number 1, Captain Marvel. Compared to the Avengers, the balanced power set and all-around strength of Carol Danvers makes her one of the mightiest of the might. Her secret? Some heroes max out on just one talent, being the fastest or strongest or the most durable. Danvers diversifies. What makes Captain Marvel so captivating is that she's all around strong. She can endure a nuke and duke that energy out in turn. She served at every level of the military from trainee to commander of the combined Earth defenses. She's quicker than the speed of sound, sharp as attack, and can lift 100 tons. Well, that's all we have for this top 5. Join us again for the next episode, and please like, comment, share, and let us know what you would like us to do a top 5 on. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next video.